Hello guys, welcome back. So let's go ahead and take a look at how we can refine the weighting. Okay, so we could just do a quick smooth on every joint we have here. So just grab this one, right, ribbon 11, go to smooth and flat. Go hit the up arrow button, do that again for everyone here. Okay, do the same thing for the other row on the bottom, so this guy. And this time we need to do, let's go from there again, right, smooth, flat. One more time. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at what we got. All right, so another thing to test is go ahead and choose go ahead and unhead our ACs, right? And then we can try to drag those things around. Let me show the no joints. Okay, take a look at what we got. Right? So one thing we could do to make it a little bit better is we set up some basic controls, and then we use those basic controls to animate some open close mouse, and that's gonna be another time we refine the weighting. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. One thing I want to do is give the jaw controller some animation. I'm gonna keyframe it here. Okay, based on how do you want it to animate your stuff? Actually, I'm gonna grab these guys and my controllers. Okay, and then delete their animation. Okay, so based on how you want it to animate, my setup can do both movement and rotation. Don't know which one is preferred, but we can do either one, right? Now go to the object mode. Okay. And then let's see, we keyframe it here, go to the frame 10, we open the jaw. All right, that's probably how far I should be able to open it, like -3. Key it, and then back here to 20, let's go back. Okay, and then here I also wanted to shift it to the left, drag it that way. Maybe just 1. Yeah, I think that's how far I would go, maybe 1.5. Okay, and then go frame 40, go to the other direction, -1.5 on the Z direction. Okay, so that's gonna be the jaw movement, right? So left and right, up and down. And let's go to frame 10 here, and let's show temporarily hide the ACs and show the ribbon geometry, because that's where we're gonna assign blend shapes. So let me go ahead and open the shape editor and maybe just dock it over here. All right. So we need to look for the blend shapes for the left lens, and then we need to create blend shapes for the 2 ribbons. So let me go ahead and do the ribbons, and this one will be called upper lip ribbon blend shapes. Okay, add a new target. This one will be jaw open. Okay, and then the other guy will have the same setup, lower lip ribbon blend shapes, and then a target, and also jaw open. Now meanwhile, I'm gonna grab those 2 left lens and also give them the same target. Okay, because they all have to move with it. All right, so now we're at frame 10, right? That's when our controller is down at the very bottom. And we can start already reshaping our geometry by changing the shape of those blend shapes. And they're all on, and they're all in edit mode. So let me just go to the vertex mode, grab the one in the middle, have a nice and big soft selection. Okay. I'm gonna drag it downwards, right, and drag it inwards, and maybe rotate it a little bit. Okay. All right, let's go a little bit further here. Okay, and then here for the other one, we can also go to the vertex mode, Okay, and then we can do similar things. So first of all, we can grab the corners, turn on symmetry, and then we can drag this guy down, rotate it this way, drag it downwards a little bit more, and go inwards. Okay. So when you open the mouse, the corner is still keeping its sharpness more or less, not that much sharper than before. Not as sharp as before, but it's still kind of like maintains this turn here. And the upper lip could also try to open up a little bit more when you're opening the mouse, right? So let's try to do that. Okay, maybe a little bit rotation. Okay. All right. And then when we're doing this, also the guys around the nose, right, the left line should also do something. Let me go ahead and open those two ribbon system and unhead the ribbon geometry. And then just go ahead and do the same thing. We can grab both and go to component mode and grab those bottom ones, make a big soft selection, fall off, right? And then drag them in and down, right, to match with the movements of the jaw. Okay, we can also grab the middle ones. Oh, and this time we probably need to do it manually in an asymmetrical way, because there's no way you can drag them like in a symmetrical way, because they're not the same object. Okay, no problem. I don't really need them to be perfectly symmetrical, right? All right, so now we have the open. Okay. And then what we want to do is go ahead and, oh, one more thing. When we open the mouse, it's not just going to be this simple like arc. Also, for volume maintain, right, what we can do is grab that and turn on symmetry again. It should go in a little bit also here. Right, so when you make it higher, it shrinks here on the horizontal direction. Very simple, basic like volume maintain thing I know we can or should be doing. Right, so probably means we can also drag that in just a little bit. Okay, we can do some more refinement here. Just look for any imperfections on those arcs. Make sure that they are good. Okay, we can refine the arc a little bit more here. Yeah. Anyway, so when that is done, then we need to set up the set driven keys. Now we have 4 blend shapes that needs to be driven. So let me grab those 4 blend shapes and then select blend shape node, go to the shape editor. We need to go to the animation key, set driven key, set. The driven one will be those blend shapes, and then jaw open will be the same attribute we're driving. And here it's very important you use the jaw joint as the driver. You can see that's the rotation Z who is doing it. So we grab the rotation Z and key them here, right? And back here to frame 0 and you zero these guys out to 0 and key again, right? So let me turn off the visibility of the joints. Now if we play animation, you can see we're doing that. Open mouse. Okay, so while we're doing this, let's also make sure that we limit that moment. So here when we're at frame 10, the translation Y is -3. So go to attribute editor, you tell it to be limited over there in the translation. So that's going to be how far I would go, actually, -3, right? All right, and then this way we have X, actually Z here. So, actually there, that's 1.5. And then -1.5 will be this one. For the X, let's just do 0, 0. This one is also 0, right? We don't go up. The jaw cannot go up by itself because there's teeth preventing it from doing that. So that's actually impossible, right? So you just don't do that. All right, so now we have the gel open, right? And we also need to do the gel shifting left and right. We can do a little bit of that, right? When we're moving the gel. So let's go ahead and do that in the next video. Okay, see you next time.